It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
All right, we start with the CMA Awards coming up in November, and I guess now that the ACMs have passed, the CMAs want to get top of mind, and they have announced the date for their show in November, always in November, but this year a little later, November 19th, Wednesday the 19th. They usually do the first or maybe the second week in November this year, pushing towards the third week, a week prior to Thanksgiving. So there you go. CMA is November 19th. If you're planning a trip to Nashville or maybe you attend the CMAs, that is the official date. George Strait, he's on another tour this spring and summer, and somebody asked him, I guess an interviewer for a magazine or an online publication, said, "How many more years, George? You're 73. He said, "About 5. He targets 78 and about 5 more years of touring. So you got a few more years there to get out and see George Strait if you haven't. Airbnb announced they are now selling personal experiences with celebrities. Like an example they give, you can go play football and have barbecue with Patrick Mahomes. I'm sure it costs a pretty penny, but things like that with real celebrities, big-time celebrities on Airbnb. I don't think you get to stay at their house, but you get to hang out with them for the day. Morris the alligator from Happy Gilmore has passed away. They estimate the age between 80 and 100. Morris was also in many other films, including Interview with a Vampire in 1994 and Dr. Dolittle 2 in 2001. Yesterday, the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred, he allowed Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson, and apparently anyone who has passed away, to be back reinstated in baseball, no longer banned. The quote was, "Now that they have passed on, they are no longer a threat to the integrity of the game." So anyone who has passed on, who was banned from the Hall of Fame, is now allowed to be voted in. I don't know if they're ever going to get in. I don't know what good it does now at this point. If they're not letting a lot of the big-time steroid guys in, I don't know if you're ever going to see Pete Rose get in, but we'll see. Cynthia Erivo will be starring in a one-person version of Dracula in London. She's going to play all 23 roles. I don't know what this looks like or how long the show is or how long it's running for, but that is an interesting concept for sure. I'm sure it'll sell out immediately, by the way. Peppa Pig and Cocomelon headed to the big screen. Movie versions are coming. So we're going to jump in muddy puddles on the big screen in theaters. Man, I loved Peppa Pig. My kids were very much into that. The first picture of Nicolas Cage as John Madden and Christian Bale as Al Davis, the owner of the Raiders, is out. You know, they're filming a movie called Madden, where Nick Cage plays John Madden and Christian Bale is Al Davis, and they look pretty good. I think it'll be a good film. I'm looking forward to it. And Janet Jackson will receive the Icon Award at the AMAs, the American Music Awards, and that will happen on Memorial Day Monday. So, and that's an interesting day for an award show. It's actually, I think, a good day. Most people are back home from vacation, whatever they were doing, getting ready for, school the next day or work the next day, and pretty much in front of their TV in their house, So a good night for an award show, probably. American Music Awards, Janet Jackson, Icon. She will get that this year and perform. First time in 7 or 8 years that she will take a stage. TV, ABC with Celebrity Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy Masters. The Knicks, Game 5 against Boston. Let's go. Let's close this thing out. American Manhunt on Netflix. Osama bin Laden, a 3-part doc series on their search for him. And Chicago Med, Fire, and PD tonight as well. And there you have it. Your bald and the beautiful entertainment. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We're looking at a cloudy, rainy day today. couple of things for sure. You're going to get clouds. You're going to get rain. It's coming, and will be like mid-60s or so. Your Thursday starts off with rain, and then just clouds at a certain point, and about 67 for tomorrow. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.